I read something recently that got me to thinking, and I quote, "When life makes you put up with mean and hateful people, think of them as sandpaper. They may scratch you and rub you the wrong way, but eventually you end up smooth and polished, and the sandpaper, well, it's just going to be worn out and ugly." And that's what's coming up next on Thoughts That Pollinate. The Apostle James puts it this way. He says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. But let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature, complete, not lacking in anything." James 1:2-4. You know, I've discovered that sandpaper was invented in the 13th century by the Chinese, and it's been a useful tool ever since. The usefulness of sandpaper comes from its abrasive qualities. You know, it's made to rub something slowly and meticulously and consistently until that something is raw or smooth, depending upon how you look at it. Well, in the same way, a sandpaper person is an individual we can't avoid. Maybe it's a relative, a coworker, a neighbor, whose presence just seems to annoy us. Rub us raw, little by little, day after day after day. And I suspect each one of us could name at least one person, maybe a few, who for some reason, for whatever reason, just seems to bother us. But you know, it's only fair to also acknowledge that we ourselves might be an irritant to someone else as well. And as much as I try to be non-abrasive, I have no doubt that I myself am some people's sandpaper person. You know, I don't want to be. Just like other people, I'm sure they don't want to be an irritant to us either. But I'm sure for whatever reason, I grate some people the wrong way. The truth is, we've all probably known someone like this or have been this way to someone else. But the good news is, God has a way of using everything we may experience in this life, including sandpaper people, to help make us better. And I like what Marie Arminia says in Home Life magazine. And I quote, "Technically, it's not the sandpaper that causes abrasion. It's the person holding the sandpaper. Sandpaper itself is just a tool in the hands of a refiner. Therefore, my sandpaper person is a tool in the hands of the refiner, which is God. He has allowed the situation, and he loves me beyond what I can comprehend." Marie went on to say, "When I accept this fact, I came to a decision. Am I going to allow the constant rub of my sandpaper person to cause me to scream, or let God use the situation to polish me into the shining image of Jesus Christ?" Man, I like that. The truth is, God may use sandpaper people. He may use people in our lives to rub us the wrong way. But he does it to help bring us closer to him and to cause us to look more like Jesus. You know, when we see it this way, sandpaper people present us an opportunity to grow spiritually. And ultimately, if we are in the right heart, we won't want our sandpaper person to look all worn out and ugly either, like our opening quote alluded to. But we'll want to pray for them. And those prayers will have an effect not only on our hearts, but will be a blessing to their life as well. Though certain individuals may rile us up and rough us up, the redeeming factor is they can also smooth us out and lead us to a heart that is full of mercy, grace, and forgiveness, if we harness the power of the sandpaper in our life. Well, God bless you, and may he lead you to a smooth and a polished life. And hey, if this short thought blessed you, I encourage you to go ahead and hit that like button, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. some of which might even be Sandpaper People. But all fun aside, it does help the Facebook algorithms send it out to more people. So thank you, and God bless you.